history of kidney failure, and about 3-4 years ago I actually had a kidney transplant where the kidney was donated by my husband, and sadly it went wrong. I rejected the kidney, and I was very, very ill afterwards and had to have a lot of procedures and spent a long time in the renal unit in Bristol. And over that period of time, directly after the operation and subsequent operations that I had to have, I contracted MRSA and C. diff, so I had both of the well-known hospital-acquired infections. And I then had to go on this decontamination regime. Now, given that I'm quite a young person still, and I was self-caring and at home, I can tell you it used to take me 2 hours a day to do this decontamination routine, where I had to wash with special soap, shampoo with special shampoo, gargle, special talcum powder, ointment up my nose, everything. And every time I went for dialysis, which was 3 times a week, I had to have a dose of an antibiotic called vancomycin, which in itself is a really vile drug. And the psychological effect of having MRSA was that I know it's completely logical, but it made me feel dirty. I had to be dialysed on a special machine. I had to be put in a special room when I went for dialysis, because obviously I was an infection risk to other people who are immune suppressed. And I felt very lonely, I felt very alienated, I felt desperately depressed. The perception that staff, including myself, had before it happened to me was that MRSA was a very bad thing, but it was treatable, and you didn't really think much beyond that. And you walk past all these notices and you think, oh. And sometimes when you're in a rush, you think, oh, well, I just haven't got the time. There is always the time. How long is it going to take you to wash your hands? How long is it going to take you to put some alcohol gel on? Seconds. It's a scary thing enough being a patient, but it's scarier still if you feel unsafe in any way. Unless you get infection control right, everything else can collapse like a pack of cards, like it did for me and thousands of others. And I survived. I got better, I'm fit, I'm well, and I won't have a word said against the NHS, and whether I work for it or not, I wouldn't have a word said against it. But we must never lose sight of the fact that a single slip can make a huge difference, a disastrous difference, because what happened to me could have killed me.